Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly advise you to do training before you go on a live account. Right now, we just have a fired signal, automated signal, and if you want to follow any of our automated signal, we hope that you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade. This is not a trading room. This is just an educational room. We just have a short signal, just turned around 5 minutes ago. On the left upper corner here, we have the swing trading. On the right upper corner here, we have the scalping signal. On the swing trading, we are using the blue chart, and the scalper, we are using the white chart, so to separate both of them. At the same time, we have a different type of an auto trade, totally different, called the TI7, and we just also closed the YM, and we are using this based on minutes only. So there is a big variety in the package with the auto trades, but we only try to cover one or two. We cannot cover everything at one time. We have the swing trading on the left upper corner, 222 ticks. Based on one contract, because we just have a new signal. It's going to take time to sink in. But the scalpers, we have 197 ticks based on one contract. And we just have the short trades. Everything from ES to NASDAQ, Dow Jones, everything going to the short position. And also the YM. This is an automated scalping. Also taking a short and almost hit the target, but I extended the target. So we will monitor the future trade. The gold hit the future. The gold hit the target, but I extended the target a bit. You can do that. The auto trade, put the entry and the target, and then you have an option if you want to extend the target manually, take over, or if you wanted to leave it as is. So what I did, I extend the target, and then the market pulled back. So we'll see, monitor what's going on for the next 5 minutes. And then what we will do, we try to analyze what's going on with the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and we can figure out how this market, what direction this market is going to. A little bit chop, usually between 9:30 and 9:45, 9:50, until the market level up and start taking one direction. So we will monitor the market. We are done with the Russell with a little profit on this one. Is okay. This is not our aim. Our aim to catch a trend and get it over with, be done by 11, 12 o'clock. So if we are looking for the ES traders, this is a very, very critical area on the ES, and you cannot trade the ES. What I see on the ES, there is no long trade here. We have a heavy resistance on 33.83 and 33.84 and 33.84.50. I don't see any lights to the long side, and for the normal guys are trading, you gotta still think a little bit to the short side until we have some different momentum in the market is just short, and at the moment, and things can change in 5 minutes. But for the individual traders out there, I don't know who's out there, you gotta be careful with the long trade. The reason is you don't know when this market is gonna sink again with all those resistance, 84 level, 84.50, and then immediately we're gonna have some other problem at 86.50, 87.50, and 98. So between, there is two options on the ES at the moment, is either taking a short below the 33.79.25 or taking a long above the 33.89.25. The one in the middle, it is a nightmare. The one in the middle, you're not allowed to trade. If you are an aggressive trader, This is right here, right now. This is a short trade. If you want to follow it, you need to follow it. It's on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. This is only an educational room. It's not a trading room. So this is a short area for the ES, and absolutely is going to impact the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones on that. So think short, guys, and this is a short area right here, right now, on the ES. So what you do with this information is up to you. We're not getting paid, so for that, it's only an education. So whatever you do, we're not responsible for your trade. And there we go, as we expected, the market going sinking from the 83.75, and there is only short direction, and this is exactly what we were expecting. Let's see if this market gonna test the 33.9775 on the ES, and then we will take it from there. Let me see. Also, we have a lot of movement today on the gold. And amazing movement on the gold today. This is the TI7 auto trade. This is a different type of an auto trade. And now, as we see, it's broke even. And whoever followed our advice, now they are happy. And the ES just dropped. Beautiful trades. The YM, Nasdaq, gold, everything is doing fine. And we are about to close the first one. This is amazing on the gold trade. Beautiful trade. We close in one of them right now. We are using minutes on the TI7. We'll try to pick up another auto trade. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The more you get to know the market, the more it become enjoyable. The less you know about the market, the more it's going to be a nightmare for you. And this is another auto trade on the ES. This is the TI7 on the left upper corner, on the left corner, and the other one is the signal. Okay, close position at 2,600, and we have the ES also on the minutes. We use only minutes. We have Renko bar. I have made some for Renko bar lovers, but Renko bars is not my favorite piece of cake. It's just for some traders like to have a Renko bar. We made a special entry for them, but this is very nice. On the Nasdaq, we are about to hit the target on the Nasdaq at 11,302. The YM already hit the target, but I have expanded the trade on that one here. And there we go. And then we have the CL trade. The CL trade is going to hit the target. You see, you can leave it alone, or if you want to, you can go ahead, extend it a little bit. Or if you want the system extended by itself, you don't have to do anything. Russell on this one here. I'm gonna go ahead override the auto trade because it's saying exit at. You can do that, and there is trailing stop based on the fib lines, and we're doing fine. And then beautiful, absolutely beautiful entry the ES over 2000. And if we are going to break the 1568 on the Russell, we're looking for 1563. And this is beautiful. You can see how the system expanded the target. On the CL trade, the ones for the rancor lovers, is already hit the target 1000. And we still have for the rancor. I mean, I'm not a rancor lover, but we have some people like rancor. And we already hit 1000, and there is still 2 trades up there. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Closed at 1040. Our daily target on the rancor 1000 is finished. It's done. And then we have, Jesus, we have a lot open right now. Okay. We have the gold. NASDAQ is going back to the resistance. Watch on the resistance. The trailing stop is the floating fibs resistance. They're not just a blind trailing stop. The first trailing stop is 11/3/1975, and the major one is 13/26. So let's see if those resistance gonna hold or not. The Russell came in right at the target, and we still watching Mr. ES, see what will happen. On the scalper, the ES was not fast enough to show it, but it's already hit the target on the ES, and there is nothing we can do. 33.72, and we are a little announcement to our members. We upgrade all our servers every 3 years, 2 years. So there is some major upgrades coming today. So we are changing all the hardwares, everything. So maybe temporarily you will have 10 minutes cut. But the guys promised me to do it overnight, not during the trading hours. So we are about to, we're going to go ahead and extend a little bit target on the gold to see if we can go farther than that. This is a beautiful, look at this. It don't need a brainer for that. We closed one trade on the NASDAQ at the minor resistance level, which is 13.19. And as you see, the NASDAQ stayed on the first resistance line. This is where is your trailing stop. Now, you can see it's so right in front of you that the NASDAQ stopped at your trailing stop. We closed one position, taking a profit. If the market going farther down, we are into big money based on one trade. And if the market goes above the 326, the party is over to the short side on the NASDAQ. Very simple, straightforward strategy. Your trailing stop is not 10 ticks and 15 ticks. Your trailing stops is based on support resistance area. So as we see this NASDAQ, it does not need a brainer to see how this market is sitting on trailing stop one. This is your floating fibs. And as you see how this NASDAQ, I don't care about the numbers. I don't care if today the NASDAQ did $100 or $200 today. I don't care, because you're going to have some good days, bad days, losing days, winning days. You cannot be just straightforward every single day. But what is important is to understand what's going on in the market. And then you can, if this NASDAQ come into this major resistance area at 326.25, that means the party is over to the short side. You don't need to do anything anymore to this trade, and it's finished. So right now, as we see, this is a very simple. As you see, the NASDAQ stop on the trailing stop, and this is not just the NASDAQ, ES, Dow Jones, gold, anything. Look at the gold. It's the same story. The gold, when they pulled back, closed one position. Look at this. Okay, the party is over on the Nasdaq. It's done. You took some profit. Technically, you're out of it, and it is over. There's no reason. So when the market pulled back, we took the first trailing stop, and the second trailing stop is on the major, and we stayed in the trade. And I don't care which direction now the market, and this is very important because most of the traders, they get nervous when they are on the direction of the trade and they have a winning trade. They try to use a smaller trailing stop, and I don't get it why you need to use tighter stop loss when the market is going to your direction. It's the opposite. So as we look, this is a two example. Don't look at numbers, look at the technical side of an auto trade. Today you make $1,000. Tomorrow you're gonna make banana. Another day you're gonna make $200. Welcome to trading. It's not just a straight line every day, the same story. No. So if we look at those two charts here, on the first trailing stop, when the market pulled back, you took profit and closed one of the trades, and you still in the trade. If this market go further down, it is your lucky day. It is your winning lotto on the Nasdaq or a CL or whatever. And if the market go back, technically you cannot do anything about it. You need to close position. And this is exactly how this market move. And then what it does, and if this market going into the proper direction, then you're gonna go ahead and get a signal. What I like about the scalpers is for the beginners. Why? Because the scalper, no matter how the market is slow, and if you learn how to move between the price lines, the support, the resistance, you still can make, or you can, all what requires to catch one signal or two signals a day. You don't need to sit down and bang on the market all day long. You cannot do that on any type of trading. And I don't care what everybody said. You cannot sit down all day long in the market making money. This is a myth. No one, not even one trader worldwide can sit down here all day long, nailing money all day long. No way. Because the market goes in a lot of phases during the daytime. And then the longer you are staying in the market, the more you are going to lose, the more you are tired, the more you are confused. And even if you are using an auto trade, the market is not trending 8 hours a day. It's going to go through phases where the market is going to be flat. And if you are using any kind of auto trade, when the market is flat, you're going to start losing money. So I don't care what kind of auto trade you are using. There is nothing in there. When the market, there is no ticks. When the market is not generating any ticks, your auto trade is not going to generate any ticks. It's exactly like trying to get hair out of a bald-headed man, and there is no ticks to be made. Your auto trade cannot generate ticks for you. It's very simple. And this is a lot of amateur traders don't understand. When the market is flat, there is no ticks. There is no ticks to be made. Your auto trade is not going to make you any ticks. It's going to make you lose ticks. When the ES stays between plus minus 3-4 ticks, where do you want this auto trade to generate ticks for you? Where? So a lot of these naive traders come into this business, and they don't understand when the market is flat, there is no ticks to be made. They think, I don't know, it comes in from the sky, the ticks. I don't know. But the reality is there is no ticks. When there is no ticks, there is no money to be made. And as we see here on the scalper, when the market pulled back, if you notice here on the pullback on the YM, we just closed the minor resistant floor and fibs, and the other one, the major one, stayed on. The same story on the gold. When the market pulled back, we closed one contract and the second one stayed. I don't care which direction this market going. I don't care what direction this market. I'm secured with it. I secured the profit. If the market decided to give me more money, it's fine. If you are happy with the numbers, you're not trading again, override the auto trade and close position. If you are happy, if you think this market is going to drop further down, stay on. Because here is the secret. When you are taking a trade and the market is in your direction, you don't know if the next trade is going to be to your favor or not. You don't know that in 1 hour when you are taking a trade is going to be in your favor or not. I don't know. I cannot predict it for you. So the secret in the trading, well, I don't care what you are trading, to accept what you have, grab whatever you can, and run. And if you don't run, you're going to put it right back in. And this is what it's all life about. This is all about trading. Most of the losers, because they sit all day long trading. Most of the guys using auto trades, they don't know how to run an auto trade. They want to run it all day long, and they don't see any performance. You cannot have an auto trade perform 8 hours non-stop to your favor. You cannot. Any auto trade worldwide, I don't care what this guy said or this guy said, you cannot run any automated trading system, whether it's Forex, stocks, futures. You cannot run anything 24/7 and stay on top of it. No. If you need to learn how to manage any kind of auto trade, and you need to trade at the high hours. I don't know tomorrow if it's going to be 7:30 or 8:30, and you cannot optimize that. This is a myth. You cannot optimize the timing, because tomorrow could be the market is going to ignite at 9:35 or 9:50, or it's going to spike at 9:25 right before you start your auto trade. Nobody knows about future. Nobody can predict future about tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. But what we can predict when the markets open, we can understand, like what we have said when we first started today, that do not take, if you go back to the video, what we said, we called that trade way, way, way ahead of time, and we told you not to go long. And if you want to follow it, there is a trade right here, right now, short, and we delivered all the way to the 33.72. This prediction, you can predict the market when you come in the morning and turn around. You look at the chart and you can see how this market, what direction is taking this market, and how we can approach the market. This one trade we called for you today has made plenty of money that you don't need to trade for the rest of the day. This is a simple fact. So now let's go back. I don't care about the amount of money as much as I care about how to read the market and how to understand when there is a new signal occurred, how to manage this new signal. So right now, as we see here, the market is still sinking down, and it seems like we are going to hit the 27.63.631. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it to the further down to see and monitor this YM. If this market on the 27.628 on the YM gonna hold, I can close position. Or if this market fixing to break that, then I'm onto $1,000 trade based on one contract. And this is where you hear how much money I need to trade. Simple, for which practically every day we read, how much money I need to trade. If you are a disaster trader and you bring $50,000, you're gonna wipe up your $50,000 in 1 month in the future trading. If you are a good professional trader, you can start with $2,000, and you can make this $2,000 grow. So this is they say, Sam, I want to auto trade, and this is the same CD, the same music, the same question 20 times a day. How much I need to trade future? Simple as that. how much you know about the market. Because if you have $50,000 and you don't know what you're doing, you can wipe up your $50,000 in one day. And if you have $2,000 and you know what you're doing, you can start with a micro account and let your account grow by be civilized with your daily target and understand to be disciplined in your trading, that you do not sit 24/7 behind a computer. So it's not the amount, is who you are, you know. So now again, this is very important, guys, and this is a very simple strategy. You can add any indicator you want on any of the system, and I promise. Oh, thank you, Charles. You know, and so as we see here, look at this. That's what everything I say. You go back to the video and you can confirm everything we said. We said that we got to look at the YM to see if this market gonna hold at 276.28. If it's not, what is gonna happen to this market is gonna go back retesting the floor in Fibs, and if the market gonna go farther down, is gonna try to go to the next level, is 27602. What we have been teaching for the last 2 years on the YouTube is, look at this, where is this ES? It is. I mean, you know, whether you are auto trading or not, the ES is on the support level 3,372.50. I don't care if you are a manual trading or an auto trading. It's not going to change the fact, if you are auto trading, your ES holding at 33.72.25. I don't care. You know, so it's not your auto trade made money. It is you blind, not seeing where is the support resistance and where is your price level. So if this ES break that level, if this ES break level and you are auto trading, that means you have a very good potential on this YM hitting to the next level at 27602. If your ES not able to break that level, you better go ahead and close and secure your position on $700 trade. As we see on the ES, we're still going farther on the TI7, and this one here is done. And this is I couldn't even, was not fast enough to bring it down, but the Nasdaq close position and the ES close position and the CL is about to close position. They were very fast. I couldn't even catch it. 400 and 500. So right now, let me go back, and this one here is done. The gold hit target, beautiful, nice, nicely done. So no matter how hard the day is, we can always survive if we know what we are doing. We always can survive if we know what we are doing and if we know how to read the market. So we still have, I'm going to let it close at 27,602 here. And we still have one trade. And I'm going to bring the Nasdaq automated system. The TI7. I didn't even have time to bring it down. We have just closed the position. Look at it. We just closed the position. 1,100. The market is too fast to catch up with everything, guys. I'm sorry. We have So I'll let it be, and it closed. We closed this one, and now we have the CL. I'm gonna let it be. We closed that one, and we have the CL. I'm sorry, I'm keep hitting my hard disk. Okay, and we still have the ES and the CL. And this one, look at this baby on the CL, came in exactly to the target. We missed by one tick. Why we missed by one tick? Because there is a support area at 42.48 and our target 42.46. And look at this beauty. It's coming to the trailing stop one, and look where it's stopping. You see? So this is what you need to look at, not counting how many fish you can catch tomorrow blindly. And beautiful. Look at this. Where is the trailing stop one, and how this market reacting to your floating fibs, the entry, the target, and on the left upper corner is your swing trading. We are over 1,000 ticks into the profit based on one contract. On the scalper, on the last entry, this is not the whole day, all of them on the last entry signal. On the last entry signal, we have 560 ticks into the profit based on one contract. Okay, look at this. It's the same story every day. The market on the CL came into the trailing stop, took one of the trades out, and continued. This is how many times we have seen that today. How many times we have seen the market pulling back, closing one of your position, and leave one as a runner. If the market goes to the last entry you have, that means technically there is no more short. If this market going farther down, this is your lucky day. You hit your target, you go home. So very simple, straightforward. Once you understand the difference between the levels, where is this market going, where this market taking us, where is the high risk area, and once you understand that, then the market become really enjoyable for you. Even if you are auto trading, but you have to be in charge with your auto trading. You cannot be at the mercy of any auto trade, whether it's from us or any other company. You cannot have any auto trade in charge with your future. You know, God gave us a brain. The auto trade is just mechanical. You know, we cannot just do mechanical trading. We need to mechanical plus our brain is a silver bullet. Our brain by ourselves is no longer valid in the future trading. Our brain is not good enough to be fast enough anymore. But in conjunction with the auto trade knowledge, then you become straightforward trader. You cannot close your eye and auto trade in. No. You make it today, tomorrow you are at the mercy of that auto trade. When the auto trade, there is no ticks to be made. This auto trade is going to make you lose money. You know, so it's not just auto trading. It is knowledge plus auto trading. This is $1 million question. They say, do auto trades work? Well, if the owner of the auto trade's brain is not working, no, the auto trade is, because in auto trade, you need a driver to it. You know, if you are using auto trades by itself, no, it's not good. I don't care where it's from, whether from us or anybody else. It's not good enough. If you are using the auto trade with knowledge, then it's a silver bullet and it's a success. Any type of an auto trade, you have to understand the limitation of that auto trade. You have to understand the level in the market. You have to understand when there is no money to be made, turn off your auto trade. You want to change a job, and any job, you want to take a job in any company, they give you job training, okay? So, okay, the CL is done. It doesn't matter if you are selling burger or you are a big corporation, you have to go through training. So what you are doing, you want to skip the training, you want to make money, and without any knowledge. And that is not going to happen because it's not happening in your real life. Why? It is by even selling burgers, you have to have training. If you go to a shop, you want to sell burger, they tell you need to be trained 2 weeks. Here it's all about money, and you are refused to be trained. Explain that to me, you know. And this is where you got to go against somebody else who's been around, and he's putting his money on the table. You are putting your money on the table. And who's smarter, more clever, is going to be the winner. So you cannot be on non-stop knowledge, and this is it. So now on the scalpers, we did very well on the way down, and we did very well on the short. We hit all of them, and now we are going. Oh yes, yes, Ben. The market is synchronized, absolutely. But now we are done with the short round, and everything practically is over. So, and the CL here is done. We only have one more trade on the gold, and let's read the market again, guys. If you want to read the market, what you have to do, read the ES. You don't need to read the NASDAQ or YM or any other market. You just read the ES. What happened here on the ES when we called that trade for you? It did go down. We said it's not going to go long, and it did drop as we speak, and we told you to go short on that one. The market dropped to the target at 33.6725. Super. Our reversal, they do not repaint. Again, our reversal, they are not repaint reversal. When they fire the reversal, it stays on the same place where they fired the reversal. As you see, after we hit the target, we have the reversal fired, and now we are back. It used to be support area 33.72. Now it's become a resistance at 33.7250. What is the next move on this one here? When you are using an ATR, MACDs, and all those indicators, by now from the 33.6575 until now, everything start pointing from those indicators or an ATR is going to say long. It's not long. It's a pullback. So this is where most of the guys, they are blindly following indicators, and those indicators that just follow the market's movement. They're not predicting anything in the future. If the market goes up, they go up with it. They follow the market, and you are trading the future. If you think about it, your indicator is following the market, and you're trying to predict the market based on those indicators following the market. You have an indicator based on the past, and you're trying to predict the future. How is it working for you? It's not. 95% relying on indicators, they fell trading because they don't understand that it is much more to it. You have to understand when the market is based on a pullback or it is over and now we need to go short. So right now this ES, You have $2,000 on that auto trade. There we go. It is very important to see that ES close above this resistance line. And if it's not, all your trades at the moment on the scalper is going to fail. Very important. This is the key right now in the market. As we speak, 10:40 a.m., this is the key in the market. This is the key for that and that. If you are going to go on $1,000 trade or you break even and run away from that trade. Why? It's all depend on the ES if it's going to break this 3,372.75. If it's not, that means all your trades long now is going to be wiped up. So this is very important, guys. Very important level, 33.72. And this is what it is all about. When the market start going up, most of your indicators telling you to go long, and it's not. For the more advanced trader, he knows better. Where you are taking a long, he will be sitting here taking a short scalping because there is not much left on this one here. The most you are going to get is 10:41 a.m. The most you are going to get out of it from now till 12 o'clock, it is 33.61.50. That's the most you're going to get out of it from now to 12 o'clock. I don't know what will happen after 12 o'clock. It's not my problem. So, guys, again, be accurate. Be like a sniper from 9:30 to 10, 11 o'clock. Get a couple of signals right and leave it. Close your computer and take a fresh air with it. Again, guys, if this market on the ES able to break the 3,372, mark my word on it, is going to get caught between those two trailing stop. The two trailing stop here, it is a floor and fibs resistant. So if we are going out of this one, there is no long on the ES, gentlemen. There is no long. When we first started at 9:30, we told you there is no long. If you go back to the video, we told you today there is no long. It's just a pullback. And we called the trade for you short. And it did right after we called that trade, the market sank. And what we see here, there is no long trade. Maybe somebody might gonna able to get 10 ticks of scalping to the long side, but the market is down and it is short down. And from now to 12 o'clock, I don't see any promising that there is a long trade on the ES. This is information enough for you to see where is your technical area and to be short on. Guys, I've been talking non-stop for almost an hour. It's very hot. The computers are giving extreme heat. I need to take a break, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. Thank you, sir. one, guys. Where is this ES? From 1037, still on the resistance line at 33.72. Okay? Where this market is going, it's not going anywhere, because even if it breaks this 33.72.50, it's gonna go ahead and there is a short trade on 33.74.50. And look at this. Look at this. Mark my word on it. 33.74.50. Now we are on 33.75. It's not going to make it above the 33.75. Even if it breaks the 33.75, it's going to have a problem at 33.77. So there is no long. There is no long, gentlemen. There is no long. Here is your scalper on the ES. This is a short trade, and I know it's not going to live forever, that trade, because of that bumper and that bumper and that bumper. So on that condition here, I'm not going to exceed the target to here. What I will do instead is the opposite direction. I'm going to break even on it, because this one here, I'm not expecting to go anywhere on that one here. Let's take the CL. It's the same story. I'm going to cover myself above. And on that one, the YM, I will be take this one out of the way. I'm gonna expand it, this one here, just in case, and a break even immediately. It's already broke even. I will leave it alone. And on the Russell, what I will do, I will break even on it, because I know this market is gonna turn back on me, and I'm gonna cover myself on those trades. Why? If we are looking at this ES, I don't know which line, but I know it's going to turn around. And watch this one here. And watch this market. You don't know when this market is turning around. And and I don't want to take any chances. So on the ES, I broke even. On the YM, I broke even. On the CL, I broke even. On the Russell, I broke even. And now if we look at the gold, it is coming to the first trailing stop is the floor and fibs. And let's see what happened here. Look at this. We've been covering all day long today about the trailing stop 1 and trailing stop 2 based on the fib. You know, and look at this. The market came into the trailing stop 1, and now is trying to test it again. And let's look, you know, guys, let's look at the blue chart to read the market. I don't know where is this market gonna turn around. And look at this. As you see here, the market is buyers coming in, and they fell to break the 77 level. And look, watch this market, how it's going to sink. Let's look. Okay, as we see here on the gold, we took the first trade, and as we have explained all day long about the trailing stop 1, trailing stop 2 is the fib line. And on the fib line, this is the first fib line, and the market stopped right at the fib line, as we have explained all day long. On this one here, we are waiting on Mr. ES, what is going to happen, and we were expecting the ES to go back down because of all those resistance level. And this is exactly, we have not expanded the target. Because we are covering, the market is not going to go anywhere. And as you see now, look at this, right in front of you, the market starts sinking. Also, your profit starts sinking. Right in front of you, all your profit is going to get wiped up. Right in front of your eye. Look at this. Look at this. We have predicted. Again, if you are trading the future, we need to predict, not follow indicators. You follow indicators, you're not going to get anywhere. It's good to have indicators. Don't get me wrong. We have over 100. When I have time, I want to put our indicators and show you all our indicators. I'm trying to simplify the charts and just trying to train everyone to trade between the fib lines. But eventually, I have to show you our indicators, and they are extremely well indicators, and you can add indicators on the charts if you want to. But we need to learn the price action, and then when you put the indicator, you know what you are doing. But I don't want to rely on an indicator or an auto trade. I want to rely understanding on the market movement before I use any indicator or auto trade. There we go. Look at this. They start sinking and closing positions everywhere. And it's obvious. We know why. It's not because your auto trade did not make it money on that trade or on that trade. No, it's because you don't understand what's going on. We said we are expecting, if you go back to this video, we expecting this ES to sink again. So it does not matter if your auto trade made $10 or $1,000. It's not your auto trade, because that's what you hear a lot. My auto trade made me lose money. My auto trade made money for me. My auto trade didn't work well today. No, it's because you don't understand the market and you are not the driver of that auto trade. You just letting the auto trade turn loose. Any auto trade you want to purchase, you cannot just turn loose. And as we expecting, the ES did not stop here, but it stopped here. And now it is 10:57. And now the market start turning around and a closing position. And on the NASDAQ, on the scalper, we have almost 900. We were above 1,000 on that. And the NASDAQ is sinking from 11,341.75 because the ES is sinking. And now we have the gold is taking the trade. And look at this. Again and again, guys. I want you to look at this. This is a pullback right at the trailing stop, the fib line. Look at this. Right to the tick. So which part a trader could not understand? Which part? Which part a trader cannot put a little time in there and understand how the market works. We don't need to pay anyone to call the trades for us. What we need to develop our own trading. What we need to learn how to catch the fish, not paying somebody to teach us how to trade. It's wasting money. How about if this guy jump out of a balcony one day? What you gonna do? Your career is over because he committed suicide? So we need to rely on ourselves and develop our own trading. And when the market is not moving, you pull your sleeve and you start taking those signals and control those signals and manage those signals and stay away from the market when it's need to be staying away from the market. You cannot say tomorrow the market is gonna spike at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We don't know that. The market spikes once a day. We don't know when. Could be 9:25, could be 9:35, could be 10 o'clock, could be 11 o'clock. We don't know. But we have to be ready when the market spikes again to go ahead and take care of it. And once we catch the trend, it's over, and then we do that. Every time you see double resistance or a double support, you gotta be careful with that. Every time you see double support, double resistance, get closer to the chart and get ready to close your trade or try to move your trading stop as soon as possible. Like this one here, you can move it very closely. Most of the time, when you see a double support or resistance, it's not going to make it, 8 out of 10. So when you see double support, double resistance, get ready to close. We need to keep our eye on the ES. You see what I told you? Get ready. And look what happened. We are accurate 8 out of 10. What is going to happen the next 30 seconds? 8 out of 10. Go back to all the videos. I cannot get it 100 out of 100. All our prediction is accurate 8 out of 10. All what it require a little practice. That's it. What? Hi. And now look at this one here on the NASDAQ. Look at this one on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ came in to the trailing stop one and then right to the tick, and now it's going back. Where is going this NASDAQ, gentlemen? It's going exactly to the same resistance level, trying to test it. Is 11,341.75. Two options on that NASDAQ. Either it's going to hold at 328 or it's going to retest the 341.75. Two options. There is no three options. When you are trading, you keep your ES close to your chart. By looking at the ES, you can most of the time predict what is going to happen on the NASDAQ and the YM. Even the NASDAQ for the last 5-6 years is trading by its own. Still, when it comes into major area, the NASDAQ hold position. So right now, as we see here, the NASDAQ is coming to the 341.75. Keep my eye on the ES movement. This is a difference between $1,000 trade and a $100 trade. That's what is the difference. Climbing on the CL to the 42.79. And I know it's going to be a little problem on the 42.79 level on the CL. Then I will keep my eye on it, either exit that trade or leave that trade on. And now, as we see, the ES is trying, now it's 11 o'clock. It is very important, the timing in the market when you are start getting closer to the 12 o'clock. It's a burger time, it's a lunch time. And the closer you start getting to 12 o'clock, the more cautious you need to be. And now the ES, as we see the movement coming in on the pullback to the support area, trying to climb to the 33.75, 11.04 right now. And let's see what happened in this market. You gotta be watching it very close to see what we are gonna achieve on the last entry for today. Absolutely, Charles. Absolutely. And as we see, also the CL came in exactly to the trailing stop. Today, I'm concentrating on the trailing stops, the fib, floor and fibs, trailing stops. And you can see all day long today, the market pulled back on your minor trailing stops. And once the market fell on the major trailing stop, the market party is over to that trend. So on and on and on. It's the same thing every day, the same rhythm. In a way, you need to learn to adopt on a single day. And trading is like a cat and a mouse. You need to be very careful when you are trading and try to understand what this market. And it is very simple, guys. I will go ahead and this week and try to put a million indicator on one chart and show you. But in the same time, I want to show you that you can trade without indicator once you understand the price action, once you understand how the market move. And then when we put the indicators, it's just another luxury in there, you know. So let's look at it. Look what happened to the NASDAQ, what we have talked about the NASDAQ a couple of minutes ago. The NASDAQ came into the 11,341.75. This is exactly what we were expecting. The ES sinking. And this is exactly where the NASDAQ is having a problem with 11,341.75. It's telling you the market. I mean, once you understand it, the market is not really hard. It's telling you, hey, buddy, I have a problem at that number, you know. And if you cannot read it, stay away from the trades. Really, stay away from trading. And if we look at the 11,341.75, it is obvious the NASDAQ having a problem with that. When this NASDAQ is going to break that number, when the ES go above that level. And the ES is not going anywhere. Look, it's going back to test. It's going back to test. Keep your eye on the ES movement and keep your eye on the NASDAQ. Look at this. Look how the ES provide oxygen to the NASDAQ NYM. There we go. Now we broke it. Now we are out of that hole again because of the ES broke that level. And the next level is 351.75. On the ES is 3379.75. So this is, we solved that problem on 341.75. And now the next level is 351.75. This is how you climb to your money It's not just by running to the kitchen window, turn on the auto trade, and looking at the sky, see when the money's gonna start falling. It's not gonna fall. Or what you're gonna get water on your head. What you need to approach every level by level and secure your profit to your money. That's all what you can do. Now we have that problem here on the NASDAQ at 51.75 level. Look at this. Now start getting tighter. If we break that 351.75, the next level we need to deal with is the 363.75. That's mean dollar and cents. Now you have $1,680, or it could be $100. Doesn't matter. Now we understand we have 1,740 on that trade. And it is a matter of securing that profit or breaking out, and it could be potential $2,000 trade. And now we have broke this one here, is trying to break that area here. If we break that area, the next level we are testing is a 363.75. If we are not able to break that level, we're going to close that trade around $1,600 or $1,500 trade. We can keep our eye on the ES. Look what happened. We just covered that on the YM a few minutes ago. We said when you see double support or a double resistance, most of the time the market is going to pull back on that. If we look on the ES, once it breaks the 79.75, it's going to approach the 3381. And now we are getting close to the lunch hour. Now it is the exhaustion, as Mr. Charles said, the exhaustion in the market starts sinking in there. And as you see, the 79.75 start getting weaker, and we are pulling back to the 44.75. And this is, let's see. Let's see if this ES gonna break the 379.75. If the ES break the 79.75, now you are on $2,000 on that trade on the NASDAQ. If the ES fell, it's going back to the 33.76. You're not making any money out of that trade. Keep watching it, guys. You know, very soon we're gonna take a break from the YouTube. We are extremely busy. So, guys, for the ones are outsider, please try to learn how to trade, because I mean we are doing it for free, but I cannot keep doing it for free forever. And we are giving back here to the traders, understand how to trade. But there is one point we need to stop teaching. I cannot keep doing this forever. So try to learn while you can now, but eventually we need to slow down on the because this 2 hours using every day is killing our schedule every day on the trading and everything. So please, guys, try to learn how to trade as soon as possible, or try to understand the market, because we cannot be forever teaching you on a YouTube live. We have done it now for 2 years, but I'm really tired of it. It is we don't collect any email. We're not doing anything. We have helped a lot of people. We got a lot of compliments on that. But also we need is put in a lot of stress on our daily life as well. 2 hours is a lot of time to give away training how to trade, really. And there's nobody else is doing it for free. And but eventually we have to stop sometimes, and I cannot keep doing this forever. So guys, try to learn as much as you can how this market move, because I wish I had somebody 28 years ago telling me how the market moves. It was very expensive to learn about the market. It was extremely expensive for me. So now we are trying to give a little bit back, and we have done this now for over 2 years on a live on a YouTube. But now start, taking a lot of a chunk out of our daily routine and support and training. And so please, guys, try to learn it for yourself, not for anybody else. How to trade, how to look at the market, how there is sometimes a fake move in the market, and then you think you're going to miss a trade, you jump into the market, you'll find out it was a fake move in the market. So all this, it is very important if you want to change a career. You cannot just change career by just buying auto trade. So as we see here, we told you 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes, we have a problem on that level, 42.85 on the ES. This is your call. If the ES break that level, you are on a $500 trade. If the CL is staying on that level, you walk away with 230. Now let's look. Look, the Nasdaq starts sinking in. We closed one trade. Now the ES got rejected from the 33.79.75, and as we see here is 11.15, exhaustion in the market, and now the market start maybe sinking, and we made a bunch of nice entries today. So this is your call, what you want to do for rest of the day. Folks, it's been a pleasure serving every one of you. We are extremely busy today. I hope some of you learned a lot, and we will be we will see you on Thursday for another session. Thank you very much. Please be safe for you and your family.